Hi, I'm David Sciplin with Coldwell Banker, and today I'm with Bill Rehbock.
Hi, I'm David's broker manager.
Good guy.
Thank you.
So,
As is David.
Today what we're going to talk about are the topic of what do our general clients, what don't they know about us? And how can we help them have a better relationship with us?
Real estate agents.
Real estate agents.
Got it. Yep. I think the most common thing people don't understand with real estate agents that work for a company like Coldwell Banker or Compass or Intero is that when the commission comes in, that they don't get the entire commission. They are independent contractors, so what happens is the broker gets paid. This is the Department of Real Estate regulations. Sales agents or a broker associate that works for a broker can't be paid directly. The money goes to the broker, and then the broker and the sales agent have an agreed upon commission split, and so a certain percentage goes to that agent. And let's just say on the average, it's about 75% goes to the agent, 25% goes to the office, and then out of that 75%, that is non-taxed. They're independent contractors, so then they have to pay taxes on top of that.
And then we have to add our expenses.
There are other fees, yeah.
Well,
of course, there's regular fees that any business has as far as travel, gas, things like that, insurance. But working for a broker, there's also what's called, we call it the agent success package. Most people commonly know it as a desk fee. And that is to be a member of the office, which covers, most importantly, the legal assistance program, office websites, email, IT support, any other sort of program. Clients for Life is another program we have. Moxie Engage is CRM that is offered also. That an agent pays out on a monthly basis, and that averages probably around $325 a month per agent, depending on how much space they have. And then there's also, you have to be a member of the local real estate board, which gets you membership into the state real estate board, which gets you membership into the National Association of Realtors. And that's the only way you can be called a realtor. And that is also, that's roughly about $700 a year. Plus on top of that, you need to be a member of the multiple listing service, which is about $900 a year. Also another expense. So there are a lot of expenses. Now, as a whole, to run your own business, sure, it's a little less expensive than maybe having your own shop and paying rent and things like that. But it's still a lot of money that goes out, and the agent doesn't just get to keep $30,000 on a $1.5 million commission or something like that.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly. And I do know that. I've been in the business for 25 years. I don't sell currently, but I used to sell. I sold up until I started managing, which was about 10 years ago. So I know the stresses of being an agent. And you get excited about getting into contract, and then you're not going to get paid for 30 days. And that's only if the deal closes. So there are transactions, about 30% of them will fall through. So if that transaction goes, say, 25 days, and then somehow it cancels, and you try to get into contract again, and then you got another 20 days. So it's a very tough business, and these people, especially agents like David, work very hard for their clients.
I've had some that knew what they wanted, and it took maybe a week, and I've had some that weren't really sure, and it took us a little bit more time. I'm not going to say how long.
Oh, sure.
I'm not going to say that, but
yeah.
The goal is to find our clients what they want and what they need. It's mostly the needs, satisfying that part, and getting them to a home.
Right.
The American dream is to own a home and raise a family and do well.
Right. And a lot of the public feels that finding the home is the hardest part. No, that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is getting into contract, and then even harder than that is keeping the contract together. And actually getting into contract right now is so difficult because we have roughly 30% less inventory than we need. We actually have probably 75% of the one would count a normal inventory for Santa Clara County, where it's a good market with buyers and sellers. And right now with buyers, it's really tough because you do have to write a few offers sometimes, and you have to give a little bit more than you'd want to. It's not so a two-way street, so to speak.
And the other thing that my clients don't know, the work that goes behind the scenes I try to make it as easy as I can for them, but they don't know the conversations I have with the other agent.
Yep.
Sometimes the disagreements I have with the other agent to get my
The
clients.
lender,
The
things,
lenders.
there's a lot of hurdles once you get into escrow.
There's a lot of hurdles.
And agents, good agents, again, like David, take on that stress. So because it's stressful for the consumer to buy a home, I get it. You're going to be making the payments and everything, but it truly is the greatest thing. It creates generational wealth. And I look back at it. I wish I bought more properties when I was younger. I did have fun, but if you can create generational wealth and for generations, beyond you, so it's a great investment, and especially in Santa Clara Valley and Silicon Valley. I know it's expensive, but if you can get into a property, even if it's a condo or something like that, you get your equity and you move from there. You move up. So
yeah, and it's not always about selling. I get questions from different people that own homes, and they say, "Well, should I sell my house?" And my answer is, maybe sometimes not.
Yeah, right. Why sell your home? Why are you selling? Right?
It's about doing what's best for my clients.
Yeah.
So one other thing I want to mention is this office. I look at this office more as a family than anything else. We have very seasoned agents in this office who are always willing to help. I don't know how it happened, but I got talked into doing a contracts class with, with a couple of agents yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
One is working on his first deal, and another one has been in it for a little bit, but she wanted to kind of hear it again.
Yeah.
And I recommend hearing it from as many different people as you can, because there's always a little different point of view of how you talk about different things.
Absolutely.
But it's funny, I mentioned one item of the contract that she knew about, but there's another box that she didn't know she had to fill out. So it's little things like that we as agents in this office, not just me, there's a lot of agents that have been doing this a lot longer than I have, that are very supportive of other agents that are here.
It is a great office. There's 194 agents on the roster, probably 105 of them around quite often, not every day, obviously. But it is nice. There are very little egos here, and people do want to help. So it's a great spot. So if you're interested in starting a real estate career, give David a call, and he can show you around the office. I'd love to meet you, and we can get you part of the family also.
Thanks, Bill.
You got it, David.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Of course.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks.